ライブスクールアイドルフェスティバルアフタースクールアクティビティワイワイホームミーティング
The Love Live School Festival After School Activity Wai-Wai Home Meeting has been out for a few weeks. So how is the game? What does it offer? And do I recommend this game? In this review, I'll cover what this game is and the experience it brings for Love Live fans. Love Live School Festival After School Activity Wai-Wai Home Meeting is a port of the arcade game in Japan, and it also needs a shorter name. The game is mostly kept the same with a few changes such as controls and almost like a friend system and a like system that constantly berates you on the screen. Though you can turn that off in the settings if you want. This game is available for PS4 and PS5 for free on the PlayStation Store. The base game contains 8 songs while the rest of the songs must be purchased. The game is separated into 2 modes, much like Love Live School Festival, a Muse mode and an Aqua mode. Though Saint Snow is also included in the Aqua mode. This mode can be quickly swapped with the press of the button L2. This is how you access the different characters and outfits locked behind the other modes. You can swap to your favorite girl, and you can have them greet you on the screen by pressing R2 to switch to your favorite girl. You can also change the outfit they wear on the outfit screen. When going to a live show, we are greeted with multiple options. The first option opens us to the whole section of songs in that group. The other songs are hidden behind the other mode. There are 4 difficulties in this section: the beginner, standard, hyper, and adventure. The stars indicate how difficult one song is, so you can use that to compare between other songs. When selecting a song, make sure your partner is someone who actually performs the song, but don't worry if your partner isn't, as the game will let you temporarily swap to someone that is going to perform that song. This game also has a handy feature that shows the song participants in this section over here if you are unaware of who sings which songs. After selecting the song and difficulty, you can then choose the outfit of your choice as well as the stage of your choice, and it does not have to match the song whatsoever. Afterwards, you'll be greeted with this screen. Here, you can have the profile cards you collected from other players being selected to provide you with small benefits like improving your live show capabilities or increasing the amount of resources you earn when playing live. There is also many other skills that I'm not going to list. You can also use the cards you collect from playing the game for your partner to add to your additional buffs. You can use a Wai-Wai booster, which will increase the amount of material drops you earn from the live after you beat the live. The gameplay is more akin to the Love Live School Festival mobile game, where that game is going to be focusing on the ability to hit notes as they fly across the screen. You'll need L1, L2, the left arrow, the down arrow, the right arrow, the square, the circle, the cross, R1 and R2 for the default controls. Lower difficulties will require less types of notes to show up, and L2 and R2 are going to be strictly exclusive if you play in the AC mode, which I'll discuss a bit later. Beyond that, it's a pretty standard rhythm game. Their controls are honestly kind of pretty awkward when I was first using it, but since then I kind of gotten more used to it, so I feel like the blockage in the early part is just getting that muscle memory to learn what notes go to what buttons. But if you don't like the controls, you can remap the controls in the settings to certain buttons, but there's not like a crazy amount of options you can switch it to, because certain inputs are just not accepted at all, so you can't use L3 or R3, which is tapping the analog sticks, and if you want to use those for some reason. There are going to be double notes and whole notes, and there are also special notes where if you collect enough to spell out Love Live, you will get a significant boost to your points that you'll earn per note hit. This will cause the notes to glow when you'll get this. It'll take probably a little while for it to actually show up, but if you do hit all the notes with this, you'll be given a lot of extra points, which is definitely how you're going to get into the higher rankings. If you hit all the notes pretty well in this song, you'll be greeted with a full combo at the end. After you beat a song, you'll be greeted with the statistics screens, which will provide you with a grade of either a D, C, B, A, S, SS, or SSS, which require you to get points that go across the whole bar. Afterwards, you'll see the items and materials you'll earn from the live, and from what I can tell, the grade you get will probably affect how many rewards you'll get, so the higher the grade the better, but increasing the difficulty does not seem to reward you, so you're probably better off just doing easier difficulty and just doing better on those. But let me know if you seem to disagree with that statement. If you wish to play the arcade version of the game, you can have the AC version of the songs. It's the exact same map as the arcade game. There are 5 difficulties in this section, which you can see on the screen, and all the buttons are available to press. However, lower difficulties will stray away from using the more outside notes, so it won't see it until like the mid or higher difficulties where you'll start seeing L2 and R2, but they'll probably use sparingly until you get to the highest difficulty, where they'll probably make you switch to it a lot. If you're not so much into playing the actual game, but rather interested in seeing just the 3D lives, there is the live show option. This will let you focus on the dance without needing to play the game itself. When playing the song, you'll get the option of taking photos, focusing on a certain member, and zooming out to a static camera, or having a more traditional MV camera, which is just panning and showing just as you would see in a normal live show. You also do have the option of angling the camera and zooming in and out to a degree, but the range is rather limited. Overall, it's a very nice feature that I genuinely do enjoy a lot, but it's a bit more limited in the free range that I was hoping, though I would imagine some people might abuse it if there was that feature, so I can understand why they didn't do that. But it would also be nice if they were adding more features, kind of like a pause, fast forward, slow motion, or a rewind feature to give us more control and freedom to get the exact moment that we want when we're trying to take a photo. For outfits, there is a pretty sizable selection of them. Music, of course, has the most available to them. There are song outfits, original outfits strictly to this game, and subunit outfits. There are also some outfits that have alternate colors specific to that character, which you can do by pressing L1. Changing the outfit here will change the outfit of the girl on the main screen if you are currently on that girl. So this is how you would be able to switch them. Outfits require a handful of materials which are earned by certain songs. Muse and Aquas have their own specific key materials which are earned by playing specific songs. So if you want to get Aqua outfits, you should play Aqua songs in the Aqua mode. Samestone has 3 outfits, which 2 of them you can craft if you're wondering. All outfits can be earned and made for free, but if you are impatient, you can buy the outfits with real money as DLC, but they're not cheap, so I wouldn't recommend that at all. Create an outfit will create all the outfits for each girl in that group, so you don't have to worry about creating a certain outfit 3 or 9 times to get for every single girl. This game harbors a goal system much like the mobile counterparts. The goals will provide rewards such as cards, materials, Wai-Wai boosters for complete certain tests, and so on. There are goals for each girl, so remember to swap to each girl to get all the rewards, especially if you use more than one girl. And there are rewards for doing things like playing a song a certain amount of times, or if you were to use a certain outfit for 20 times, you can get the HR version of that card. For the customization of your game to match you more, there is the profile card section. This lets you change your title, use them in your screenshots, equip skills, and so on to make it more the way you want it. This is what you get when you get to share with other people around you, so often when you see all those cards that you can equip, you can create your own version and customize it, and then everyone else will be able to use that. One notable thing is that the titles weren't translated English, as I said, because they're probably images, and they didn't feel like creating new images. So you can see where they cut some corners around here in this game, and you know, it's not very helpful to see kanji for many people here. So, what is my conclusion on this game, and do I recommend it? The game is honestly fun, and it's really great to see that so many more 3D lives are available to us. I was always bummed out that the fans outside of Japan never got to experience this game. With the quarantine happening, I imagine arcades aren't doing so well, so I figured they wish to capitalize on this game, and then they could use that game to give them more money. Would I recommend this game? If you're a Love Live fan, and you have a PS4 or PS5, well, then absolutely. The game is free, just try it out yourself. I don't know why you even have to consider it. It's a good experience, and it's free to start. I don't know if I would recommend buying all the songs, I probably wouldn't because that's pretty expensive, but you could at least try out the game. But what if you don't have a PS4 or PS5? Then I really wouldn't recommend it, unless you have a good excuse to get a PlayStation. Getting a PlayStation, of course, is not as cheap, and on top of this game is not cheap. It costs over $300 to get every song if you buy it through the packs, which is cheaper than buying them individually. And this game can get as expensive as $600 if you want to buy the outfits right away on top of that. That price is just too much to ask for fans. And I get Love Live merchandises tend to be very expensive, but you know, this is really expensive, and there's so many other game experiences that are way cheaper and provide so much more value. This game is fun, but it isn't the most accessible or best experience out there. Love Live Squad Festival All-Stars is on mobile devices, and it can be completely free if you don't want to spend all your money, because you don't have to. All the songs are free in that game, and the game is regularly getting more content. While the lives are definitely not as good in All-Stars, I would debate, than it is in this game. All-Stars is just so much content, and you just don't have to break your bank to experience it. and the fact that it's on mobile devices means it's just so much more obtainable for many people. Yes, All Stars is a gacha game, and you'll never get everything unless you dump over $10,000 plus dollars. But if you can live with the fact that you'll never get everything, you can get by for so much cheaper. So, to an average fan, I would honestly recommend All Stars more. If this game becomes cheaper or adds more content, perhaps I could recommend this game more, but I see this as an unessential experience for Love Live fans, as they can get the most important part of the experience by watching the MVs on YouTube. All Stars is the best game for fans, and Love Live Squall Festival After School Activity Wai-Wai Home Meeting is more of a supplemental experience. I don't imagine this will get a lot of updates, as the arcade game hasn't really gotten many updates recently, so perhaps this might be all we're getting content wise. But let me know what you guys think of this game. Are you playing it? Do you want to play it? How do you feel about the pricing, and would you recommend this game? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you to members such as CoolMax for supporting this channel. I really appreciate your support, and thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in another video soon.